Welcome to another video of bio in which we are going to discuss about the protective tissue like epidermis and cork. They are usually present as outermost layer of the plant part and protect the internal tissues present in them. The epidermis is a single outermost specialized parenchyma living layer of cells covering the leaves, flowers, roots and entire part of plants, thus forming a boundary between the plants and the environment. Since it has to play a protective role, it forms a continuous layer without intercellular spaces. Most cells of the epidermis are relatively flat. Their outer and lateral walls are often thicker than the inner walls. Epidermal cells lack chloroplast, so they cannot perform photosynthesis. In some plants that live in very dry environment, that is desert, the epidermis is thick and often secrete on its outer surface a waxy, water resistant cutin. Cutin is a chemical with waterproof quality to protect against water loss, mechanical injury and parasite and fungal invasion or infection. The epidermal cells of roots, whose function is water absorption, typically have long hair-like sections that significantly increases the total surface area of absorption of water. In leaves, the epidermis has stomatal opening for exchange of gases, which is controlled by the two kidney-shaped guard cells. The guard cells are the only epidermis cells that contain chloroplast for photosynthesis. Is the outer layer of an old tree stem different from the outer layer of young stem, children? Yes, it is due to the presence of cork and bark. So children, I will tell you about cork. When plants grow older, certain changes are made in the epidermis. A secondary meristem located at the cortex replaces it, and this is called cork cambium or phallogen. What does it call? Phallogen or cork cambium. The phallogen forms a layer of cells that constitute the cork. Cork cambium forms secondary cortex, that is a phalloderm, on the inner side and the cork, which is called the phallum, on the outer side. The cork cells are dead and do not have any intercellular spaces. They are compactly arranged with their cell walls coated with waxy substance, which is called what? Suberin. The cells are filled with air, tannins and resins. At some places, cork possesses small aerating pores which are called the lenticels. The cork cambium is a lateral meristem that is responsible for secondary growth in roots and stem that replaces the epidermis. Suberin is an organic material or a fatty substance. Suberin makes the cork cells impermeable to liquid and gas, means does not allow liquid and gas to pass through it. The onion bulb becomes waterproof due to the deposition of suberin. Now, bark. Bark is the outer protective covering of stems and roots of woody plants. It is mostly made up of cork that consists of several layers of compactly arranged dead rectangular cells. Now I am going to tell you about the functions of epidermis. Number 1, it gives mechanical support and strength to plant parts. Number 2, it protects the internal tissues from injuries, chemical and invasion by pathogens. Number 3, it reduces the rate of transpiration by developing cuticle. Number 4, exchange of gases and transpiration through stomata on leaves, etc. It bears unicellular or multicellular appendages in the form of root hairs, stem hairs, gland, etc. Number 1, it prevents loss of water. Number 2, it protects against invasion of microorganisms, mechanical injury, etc. It acts as an insulator during extreme weather conditions. Number 4, it provides cork. The cork cells avoid drying, means water loss. Second, it protects against invasion or attack by microorganisms, mechanical injury, etc. Number 3, it acts as insulator during extreme weather conditions. Number 4, it provides cork. The cork cells avoid drying, that is, water loss from the body of the plant, disease, and mechanical injury. Properties of cork. Cork is light in weight and cannot easily catch fire. And because of these properties, cork is used as insulators, shock absorbers, linoleum, used as floors and sports goods in making of shuttlecocks, cricket balls, table tennis, wooden paddles, etc. It provides quinine, Taxol, and many other medicines such as quinine, an anti-malarial compound, is derived from the bark of cinchona tree. Taxol, that is Taxol, an expensive anti-cancer drug, is derived from the inner bark of cinnamon tree, which is common spice used for adding flavor to food, chocolates, candies, etc. It has medicinal value too. It helps in treating the gastrointestinal tract, indigestion, weight loss, blood pressure, etc. Tannin, Tannin, rich bark is used in dyes, that is for coloring. You must know, apart from children, simple and complex tissues, there are some special tissues found. They are lactiferous tissues and glandular tissues. The function of those tissues is secretion. Latex, resins, gums, and oils are such substances that are secreted by plants. Latex means milky substance is secreted by rubber, fig, and banyan trees. Resins are obtained from pine trees. That's all for today's video, children. And the next time we will start the new topic, that is animal tissues. Have a wonderful day.